Hello, everybody, and welcome again to the Workforce Water Cooler. And I am joined by the always lovely Leslie Whitty. And she's not wearing Prince attire this week. We are still trying to figure out how the internet did not allow her outfit that was a Prince theme to make it for last week's water cooler that has not aired yet, but
it was
to be determined.
Too much awesome.
Too much awesome. Yeah, that's right. Too much
violation
coming down.
Standards.
Yeah. And of course, I'm joined by our fearless leader of the South Central Workforce Development Board, President and CEO John Swords. I am Brian Becker, and so we are attempting another variety show for our Workforce Water Cooler this week. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got exciting developments in the world of job fairs and hiring events and what we've got coming up next. So we've got a theme of time. So we've got time. If you've got time today to hear us, that's going to be our theme. And Leslie is going to make it fun for the viewers and for those of us participating in the water cooler. So Leslie, what are we up to today?
Well, since we are having a time-related job fair in Logan County, I thought it would be good for the next few weeks leading up to that event to have time-themed workforce water coolers. So I'm going to do sort of a quiz show type thing with you guys. All of these questions have to do with the workforce and time. And I will be asking you multiple choice questions. You all have pre-made note cards with your answer choices, A, B, or C. And you just hold up the card and whatever you think the answer may be. So are you two ready to go head to head in the Talent Tuesday time quiz show?
Right.
John has fists up. Okay, yes, very good, very good. All right, question 1. On an average day, how long does an employee spend looking for lost files or other items? On an average day, how long does an employee spend looking for lost files or other items? Your choices are A, 30 minutes, B, 50 minutes, C, 70 minutes. So when I say 3, hold up your card. That is incorrect. Belle Biv DeVoe or Boyz II Men, whatever.
Another bad creation.
Yes. All right, 30, 50, or 70. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got an A, we've got a B. The correct answer is B, 50 minutes. So Brian scores 1. So we spend on average 50 minutes looking for lost files and other stuff. Do you all agree that's accurate? Close to being accurate?
If you say so, that seems excessive. But
to me, it seems excessive. But I researched extensively, and these are all credible sources. All right,
okay.
Question 2. On average, how often is the manager of a company interrupted? How often is the manager of a company interrupted? A, every 8 minutes, B, every 18 minutes, C, every 28 minutes. How often is the manager of a company interrupted? Hold up your answers. 1, 2, 3. We've got an A and a B. The correct answer is A. John, you're
A.
on the board. Every 8 minutes. When you think about that, that is crazy. How do we get anything done in the workplace? All right, but I'm not a manager, so maybe I'm more productive. Who knows? All right, question 3. With 41.6 hours a week, residents of what state work the most hours in America? 41.6 hours a week. The residents of what state work the most hours in America? A, Alaska, B, Michigan, or C, New York? Alaska, Michigan, or New York? So hold up your responses when I say 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the correct response was Alaska. So neither one of you got that. Neither one of you got that.
All right, I was thinking that because of their time, the daylight, less daylight, that they might work longer, or when they have more daylight, they work longer. Yeah.
All right.
Ah.
Next question. We've got a tie. Office workers spend an average of how many hours during the workday looking at their computer screens? Office workers, how many hours during the workday looking at their computer screens? A, 3.5 hours, B, 5.5 hours, or C, 6.5 hours? 3.5, 5.5, or 6.5? Your responses in 1, 2, 3. We've got an A, we've got a C. The correct answer is C. Brian. Brian pulls ahead. The score is 2-1.
All right. So just comment.
Okay.
You got to go to lunch. And 2, we've already established that you're spending at least 50 minutes a day looking for files. I guess you could be looking for files on your computer.
Exactly. If you're looking for files on your computer.
It's like my step out. All right. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. What percentage?
And that's kind of hard to look at a computer and interrupt your boss every 8 minutes too. So.
Well, maybe
you could.
What? Yeah. Maybe
if your boss makes you take a lot of virtual meetings or something, then maybe that's the way you can still get in screen time and interruption time.
Or maybe if it's an open office space, you can be looking at your computer and be going, "Hey, what about this?" You know. All right. This deals with time in a roundabout way. Okay, this is about teens and how they spend their time related to the workforce. What percentage of American teens had a paying summer job in 2020? So this is pre-pandemic. What percentage of American teens had a paying summer job in 2020? A, 11%, B, 31%, or C, 51%? 11, 31, or 51? And your responses in 1, 2.
Wait, did you say summer of 2020?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pandemic.
That was pandemic then.
Oh, was it? Okay. Sorry. My bad. All right. So your responses, 11, 31, or 51? In 1, 2, and 3. A, both of you are correct. Both of you are correct.
Normally, I think it's around this percentage, but 2020.
Yeah, normally I think 31, which to me is still low. I would be curious to go back to, like the 80s and 90s. It just seems like more teens were working summer jobs. I don't know. Maybe that's
it was closer to 45%. I've done some presentations on it before, so
we've been studying this number.
Oh, really? So it has decreased over time.
Yeah, before YouTube came out, it was much higher.
We did not mean that in a bad way, YouTube.
YouTube, travel sports, emphasis on grades.
I mean, and like just activities, not even, sports, also camps. I mean, it just seems like there's a whole lot more going on in the summer. So yes. All right, and sorry about the slip with the pandemic. I have no concept of time, so just ignore that. All right, multitasking at work can drop a person's IQ by how many points, which is equivalent to losing a night of sleep. So multitasking at work drops your IQ this many points. A, 3 points, B, 10 points, or C, 20 points? 3, 10, or 20? So let's see your answers. 1, 2, 3. We've got an A, we've got a C. The correct answer was B. The correct answer was B, 10 points. So yeah,
that's a pretty fairly large percentage of IQ drop off.
yes it is. Yes it is. And so, and what I was trying to make sense of is, like, if you lose a night of sleep, you're off all day, and so that's what it does to your brain if you're multitasking. So I thought out of all of them, that was one of the more interesting questions. And Brian,
Explains a lot.
takes the call. All right, you're not going to get this next question, Brian. Your IQ just dropped. I'm sorry. Okay.
Whatever you say, Tammy.
Hey, do you know, when my husband and I got married, his grandfather was a pastor of years ago, and he had suffered multiple mini strokes, but still, I mean, in good health overall, and he wanted to perform the ceremony. And he actually married David and Nancy. He called me Nancy during the ceremony. So, all right. I thought this one was interesting too. The average office chair with wheels travels about blank miles per year. So how many miles a year does the average office chair travel? A is 8 miles, B is 15 miles, C is 27 miles. 8, 15, or 27. So let's see your answers. 1, 2, 3. Hold them up. A, B. The correct answer is A. Brian, even with that IQ drop, you got it.
Sad.
Good job.
That's a sad commentary on me.
All right.
I didn't believe any of those answers, so I just went down the middle of it.
All right. I've got 2 more. The average worker in America receives blank email, paper, and phone messages per day. All right. Blank email, paper, and phone messages per day. A, 87. B, 201. C, 324.
Leslie, real quick, the average worker or the average office worker? Can you?
It just, the average worker is how it's phrased.
Okay.
Don't overthink. Don't overthink.
Yeah. The answers are
A, 87, B, 201, C, 324. Emails, paper, and phone messages every day. Answers in 1, 2, and 3. Both of you said A, and both of you are incorrect. The average 201, which again seemed excessive to me, but that's what, that's what these guys said that researched this a lot. All right, last question, and it has to do with remote working. All right, what percentage of the American workforce is working remotely, either full or part-time? And this is present day. What percentage of the American workforce is working remotely, either full or part-time? Your choices are A, 29%, B, 57%, or C, 68%. 29, 57, or 68.
Okay.
And your answers in 1, 2, and 3. We got 2 A's, and both of you are incorrect. 27%.
That's
So
hard to believe.
What
Because
does
we're a third right here with your working remotely, and we're
That's
at
right.
the office. So I was thinking it would be more like that.
Well, this is either full or part-time. So
Yeah.
it could be that someone works in the office or in their designated workplace 4 days a week and does a few hours from home. So I think that's what bumped the numbers up. So let's see totals. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Brian. 1, 2 for John. So Brian is the winner. At this point, we will have decided what your glorious prize is, Brian. A reminder, it was elected by the American public, all of our viewers. So a lot of people really gave input into your prize, and I hope that you enjoy it.
Okay, I think I will.
So again, this whole episode was to highlight what we're doing in Logan County on April 12th. We're having an absolutely innovative kind of job fair, and we'll have small businesses, large businesses, anyone in the Logan County area, but there are 3 caveats. They have to be hiring for first shift, or a flexible hours position, or remote work. So that is what we're going to be focusing on for Watercooler. We are excited about this event, and we will continue to be more and more hyped the closer we get to event day. So any thoughts about some of the questions or about the event itself?
I don't know if we've given the date. That's the date that we are planning for.
That's right. April 12th, 10 to 2. Logan County Public Library.
Yep. Walk, run, drive, roll up in an office chair. Be there.
We could actually maybe have someone drive and then pull someone with an office chair. So they, that would really throw these stats off.
Yeah, well, and so it needs to be said too, the reason we're trying to pick this theme is because we know that there's been a lot of job seekers that haven't got into the job market recently, maybe not since COVID has gone on for the last 2 years, or maybe they've had to peel away for other reasons. There's all kinds of different reasons people might not work. But if we ask for preference, a lot of times what we hear is first shift. Not everybody can land a first shift job. A lot of times we're hearing preference for remote work. Not every company can offer remote work. And we're hearing preference for flexible work hours, and flexibility being key, especially those last two really come on scene a lot more than before the pandemic. And so we want to try to narrow the focus and give less excuse or reason that people can't find a job that matches their preference. So we want to try to hone in on these companies, big and small, that are offering any of those 3 things. And if they offer all 3, they'll probably get special treatment from us. But again, trying something really innovative to try to ramp up more workforce participation and utilizing what we know people are looking for.
Yeah, and this is a direct response to what job seekers have been telling us. So this is a bit of an experiment, but I'm excited to see how it goes. I feel like this is an opportunity that maybe small businesses who have never participated in this type of event, they see it now as an option. So it's for businesses in Logan County, businesses around Logan County, if they are offering, first shift, remote, or flexible hours. Any parting thoughts, John?
You guys summed it up really well. I mean, it is a bit of an experiment, but we think it's an experiment that's worth trying, because it's everything we've heard mean, it's a job seekers market right now. And what we do know is we've run a number of job fairs this year, and we watched them and last year, and have just seen declining job seeker participation. But we think that if we change the model, offer flexibility, offer remote, offer first shift, that we may see, we're hopeful to see an uptick in interest from job seekers.
Yeah,
so it's sort of an experiment to see if that's going to play out or not.
And not only that, I think an opportunity for other businesses to participate, small businesses,
Yes.
that may have never considered a job fair. Here's a chance to participate.
Yeah.
If this is what you're offering. Well, as always, thank you very much. I appreciate your willingness to try something different, which is what we did today. Brian is the grand champion. But that's just for this week. There are other games. We need to get a belt. We need to get a big belt for the champion to wear for that week. That's something to aspire to.
Leslie, it's going to bother me all day. They got 2 out of 10 questions. That is just going to bother me all day. I am type A, sore loser. It's going to.
I can step over in your office every 8 minutes today, John, and remind you, no matter what's going on, if you want me to. In my chair.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. As long as you
roll it on over, Brian. You got to get over.
I just kicked the wall, and that'll be enough of an interruption. What's going on over there?
That's all right. All right. Well, thank you all for watching this week's edition of Workforce Water Cooler, and we will see you soon.
All right. Thanks,
Bye,
Leslie.
everybody.